Hey guys, it's BB202 and welcome back to another LEGO Castle video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very unusual castle set that actually wasn't released under the Castle branding. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. LEGO Castle videos are all I make. Now the set we're looking at today was actually released under the gear theme, not the castle theme, and that's set number 852132, Castle Tic-Tac-Toe. This was released in 2007 alongside the Fantasy Era sub-theme of LEGO Castle. Contains a tic-tac-toe board and 10 minifigures, 5 Crown Knights and 5 Skeletons. Now in my opinion, this is the greatest LEGO Castle army builder of all time, and it's something that most people have never heard of. I don't know how widely available this was at the time. I wasn't buying Castle at this point, but man, for $15, this is a little ridiculous. It's $1.50 per figure, and it's even far better value than the battle packs that were on the shelves at that time. There were 4 released between 2007 and 2008, one for each of the main Fantasy Era factions, and those were good value too. They had 5 figures for $15, but that's $3 a figure. And while you were getting more variety there, you can't beat the bulk army building qualities that this set has, especially because all 10 minifigures are heavily armored. So let's take a look at these 2 main figures. I don't own this set, but I do own the figures that are featured in it. First up, here's the Crown Knight, heavily armored. They all do have the same head, which is a bit of a drawback with the human side. Doesn't matter for the skeletons. But I always have loved that armor piece and the visor. That's my favorite LEGO Castle visor, especially in that metallic silver. Next up, we've got the skeleton. I prefer these a lot to the flimsier skeletons that made up most of the Fantasy Era bad guy sets. Like, they would mostly have these based on the old 90s skeleton, but the battle droid arms. They were alright, but they just don't have the posability and the volume that these minifigures have, especially because they have the minifigure torso and legs. So I much prefer these guys. So again, you get 10 of these in total. I would prefer them to have had shields. That would have just gone completely over the top, but you can't beat, again, the value for what you get. And you get a base plate. Clearly, the tic-tac-toe aspect of this is secondary compared to the minifigures you're getting. That's probably not why people were buying it. Especially because you could play tic-tac-toe just drawing it on a piece of paper, right? But it's just, again, the value can't be beat. And it goes to show, because on Bricklink today, if you were to buy this set new, it would set you back $200. And clearly somebody thinks that's still worth it. So imagine what a deal $15 was then. So before we go, my question for you is this something you'd like LEGO to try out in the future? We have a lot of castle sets on the shelves in recent years, but they're big. And they can cost you hundreds of dollars. Or they're gift with purchase sets that you have to spend $150 or $200 just to get them. If LEGO were to put out an army builder like this, would you buy it, and how many copies of it would you buy? So feel free to list your ideas in the comments below. I'll be sure to respond. And thank you guys so much for watching.